I'm Fredrik Leilani, and I'm the filmmaker.
And I'm Leilani Farha, and I'm the advocate.
Hello, advocates. This is Pushback Talk, and this is our, the way of us keeping alive, putting words to each other, and we call it word food. Let's play with words, Leilani. It's your time. It's your time.
I have a heavy word for you today.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ready?
Je suis prête.
Slavery.
Oh, slavery. Something we thought was out of fashion. And then we find out that it's not really out of fashion. Or at least that the structures of slavery lives on. I actually saw a film called The Alabama Solution. I think it's competing to be Oscars nominated. It's filmed in a prison in Alabama.
Is it a
documentary, The Alabama Solution. It's on HBO or in Warner or whatever. Yeah. I met the filmmakers now in Amsterdam. But it's shot inside one of these prisons and people who've been in there for life, some of them for almost doing nothing, but they are still stuck there for life. And they are basically used as slave labor. So they lock them up as a business idea. It really tells a story. I mean, especially in the US, where the prisons is now a private enterprise. So there is a political interest and a lobby who want to lock up more people because it's good for their business. And the business is, of course, selling the space to the state, but then it's also slave labor who works for $1 an hour or something like that. So yes, the structure is there. That's the US. But then we see how, slavery. I mean, I know it also exists still today in some parts of Northern Africa, that it's actually is still working. But there is so many ways of own other people. In my last film, Breaking Social, we talked about Amazon. And we had Chris Smalls, who had been also in our podcast, who founded the Amazon Labor Union, and how Amazon managed to get declared like that they could run the operations even during the pandemic. And they were packing, the protection stuff and everything, but there was no protection for the workers. And there was no sick leave, so the workers had to work even if they were sick. So, I mean, isn't that some kind of slavery?
Modern slavery, as they call it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was in South Africa recently, as you know, and you've been many, many times. I was in Cape Town, and I came to this place, where they put there's a stone in the ground, and it is the place where slaves stood and were bought and sold. And it just filled me with this, it's almost like a disbelief I have that much of the contemporary world was born of this slavery and the work of slaves. And more recently, I was at a team meeting with my organization, and one of our team who works on this podcast is African American. And it's not for me to tell her history and her story, but she did mention or talk about the idea of what it's like to not know your own family history, really, like to really know it as a result of slavery, of course, and to not know your family lineage, if you know what I mean. If you're brought over as a slave, then you lose your connection to your family lineage. And I found it so incredibly moving. So for my book, I've been reading a little bit about slavery and home and trying to make some connections. And I've been reading there's actually some beautiful stuff out there about the role that home played for slaves, even if it was a shack, a hut that they could go to from time to time after working in the fields. It became a place, the home place became a place to shore up dignity, to shore up identity. A really beautiful idea in the midst of all this complete darkness. I mean, slavery is just, as I said, unthinkable. Anyway, that's where I go with the word. That's why I put it to you, slave.
That's nice. I mean, I have two thoughts that run. First of all, the film I'm doing together with my friend Sylvia Vollenhoven in South Africa. is also about her family, her roots, which are also slave roots. And they have lost their language, they lost the family history, the family records. There are none.
Yeah.
That's very much an experience for a lot of people, that they've lost so much, also their own family records. But actually I read a book about my own country, my own part of southern Sweden, because we had here on the countryside a system where farm workers, the contract was included a house to stay, and they got some money.
Yeah.
But then the wife, she didn't get paid, but she had to milk the cows. There was like the duty of milking.
Right.
And that meant like 9 hours a day, and from early morning, midday to night, And it was such a tough system, so brutal. So the contract ended like in October, so people moved. So a lot of these families, they moved 30 times in their lifetime.
Wow.
And this is this system where you got paid by a house, and it ended in 45. So it's kind of recent.
Right.
And I've been thinking of, when I read a book, is also that a lot of people who walk around here have these kind of pain and wounds within them.
Yeah.
In their family history. They don't really know where it comes from. Those workers were also very late to get unionized. So they were kind of, in some way, so oppressed, so they almost accepted that this is how life is. We can never change anything. It became a part of their identity, which is compared to the factory workers who organized and, really could improve their conditions. Those workers had a big problem. And in Sweden, basically the system fell because suddenly the industry needed them elsewhere.
Right.
And the farm work got modernized and mechanized and so on, so they could move on. So slavery also existed in some kind of form also in a country like Sweden.
Interesting.
So I think we should keep an eye on slavery.
Me too.
We should talk about it.
Well, and what you said too about the intergenerational trauma, it's not over yet. Even like the slavery of, many centuries ago, the intergenerational trauma is alive now, for sure. And the legacy is alive now.
That's the film we are doing. Cool.
There it is.
So are you ready for one coming from me?
Yes.
You are.
Keep it light. Keep it light, baby.
This is light, and this is like a word from when we worked together doing Push. When I tried to tell you something. So the word is NGO-ish.
Oh.
NGO-ish.
Yeah. At the time, I remember being deeply offended. Like, what the frick?
Can you explain what NGO-ish is?
Yeah, so according to Fredrik Leilani, NGO-ish is when people of the NGO world speak in a certain way using acronyms and, I don't know, insider talk. I don't know how to describe it, but something that the general population, the masses, wouldn't understand and wouldn't care about.
And even NGO is one of those.
Sure. Non-governmental organization. For those of you who don't know, that's what an NGO is. Many NGOs actually receive government money. Just saying, I do not. Yeah. I actually extend the definition. And you don't know this, Fredrik. I never told you this story, but when I was a very young activist, very young, the beginning of my... Even younger than now. At the very beginning, I was at a conference on women's human rights, and a bunch of my friends were there, colleagues, and I had occasion to look down at this conference, and I was looking at the footwear of my colleagues, the shoes that they were wearing, and I decided that it was shameful, that the shoes were very NGO-ish. So I gathered my friends.
Tell me, how did they look?
Oh, earthy, like Birkenstocks before Birkenstocks were fashionable. Like granola kind of shoes, not fashionable. And it really irritated me. Yeah, granola kind of shoes. It irritated me, and I hope my friends are out there listening. They will remember.
You can use that word, granola-ish. I like that.
Yeah, granola-ish. So I gathered my friends. We're in Toronto. I took them to Queen Street, which at the time had a bunch of independent stores, not multinationals. And I really required all of them to buy new shoes. And we went to a place, it's a very trendy place called John Fluvog. And a bunch of us bought new shoes. And my friends refer to that all the time. My resistance to being NGO-ish. And even now, when Kirsten is our comms person at the shift, she produces a report, and I'm always saying, please make sure it doesn't look NGO-ish. When you're on the inside of it, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I used it seriously, and I always do it when I talk to people who are active, and is to use a language that can be understood by everybody instead of excluding people with your language. And I can hear that a lot of people who are working really doing cool stuff, that they still have a language that is excluding people.
Yeah.
And I think we should try not to do that, because we need people. We need to reach out to people, and then we can't have a language that excludes.
Yeah.
And
that's a much better definition than mine. Mine is like a little bit. It's not that I think we should look governmental by any means when I say, like, I don't want a report to look NGO-ish. I definitely don't want it to look governmental where they use these terrible templates and boring, always pictures of houses all the time for anything housing related. But I want things to feel here and now, and I want them to seem of the world, not of my micro world, of something bigger, to have a bigger vision beyond our little organization, so.
Yeah, but you remember how we pushed the film, the opening scene at the bar in Toronto.
Yes, I do.
No,
yes.
It's an image of what's under threat, what we can lose.
Yeah.
So it's this kind of people coming together and singing and having fun. I think that's also, we should not only talk about the hard stuff, also the soft stuff.
Yeah.
And that sometimes the NGOs forget, and it becomes all these really hard facts and very important all the time. But important can also be boring.
No, and you're right. There is often a lack of levity, a lack of a certain kind of creativity, a lack of love, a lack of joy in the NGO world. I agree with that. Yeah. I'm trying to fight that.
Let's keep trying to fight that, Leilani. And I think you do fine. I mean, you are now world famous for your hairdo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's kind of also some kind of resistance, to the NGO-ish world.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah. Talking about that, I like your glasses. Have you seen mine?
Oh, yeah.
I also have new.
I thought they were new, your glasses.
I actually went to the, what do you call it, the optician.
Oh, yes.
For the first time in my life.
Wow.
And they told me that I need glasses.
Wow. For what? Seeing far away or close up?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. So it is kind of progressive. I'm still not used to it, but...
Yeah. I thought those were new. Yeah. These are new too.
Yeah, and I like them a lot. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good.
Statement, making a statement. I don't know what statement. You tell me, Fredrik.
No. I mean, we just want to get laid. I mean, that's the story, but still...
Oh my God. Maybe that's your world, man.
Oh, what about you? You're married. Sorry. Yeah. Leilani. Yes.
Okay.
But you look good, and I'm happy to be your friend.
I look good now. I just got over a terrible flu.
Even if you're a bit
ugly.
NGO-ish in between.
Here I am.
So stay cool and see you, I guess, next week.
See you next week. Or next year. Who knows?
The next year is already now.
Oh.
It's already now. This is 2026.
Okay.
You are thinking about 2025.
Right.
That's last year.
That was last year.
You have to be, you have to be on time.
On time.
In time.
Welcome to the new year.
A new year of struggles and fun.
And joy. I've named 2026 the year of joy.
Good, let's go for it. The year of joy is coming up.
It's coming up. It's
here.
It's
going on. It's ongoing. Okay.
I'll see you later, Fredrik.
See you. And to friends, if you want to support the podcast, send us some money on Patreon. It's not bad. Patreon.com, Pushback Talks. See you.
See you.
Pushback Talks is produced by WG Film. To support the podcast, become a patron by going to patreon.com/pushbacktalks. Follow us on social media at make_the_shift and push_the_film. Or check out our websites, maketheshift.org, pushthefilm.com, or breakingsocialfilm.com.